This firmware for patch.Init is a fast Fourier transform spectral processor arranged like a bandpass filter that can be dynamically adjusted to produce also low pass and high pass filter shapes. Here at the top on the left is a bass frequency control which adjusts the lower threshold of the passband. The next knob on the right is the upper frequency, controlling the upper threshold of the passband, and when they're both at 0, no sound makes it through, but as you lift up the one on the right, then it starts to behave like a low pass filter. Because it's a spectral processor, you get those nice like resonant overtones. When the upper band is higher up or at full, adjusting the lower band makes it behave like a high pass filter. And combining the two, lowering the upper band and then moving the bass frequency around gives bandpass behaviour. There's also a resonance control, which by default is assigned to the upper band. With this button you can switch it to the bass frequency instead. You notice that resonance drops off below the certain threshold. That's because there is a crossover filter, 3-pole crossover at the input, which separates frequencies below 250 Hz from the processed signal. This is because the spectral processing doesn't sound very good, at least in this format. Doesn't sound very good on low frequencies, so they're bypassed completely and join the audio again at the output after being summed to mono. Nevertheless, you can sort of hear the bypassed audio there. Raising the lower threshold above 250 attenuates the bypass signal. And lowering the pass band underneath 250 also attenuates it, so that no audio comes out at all when everything's lowered. Now, because it's a spectral filter, there is a classic bit reduction crush parameter here, which sounds really good at higher frequencies. Makes these nice MP3 compression style sounds. You can almost attenuate it almost reduces the spectral path completely, but not quite. There's also a feature inherited from vocoders where they inject noise to compensate for high frequency loss during spectral processing. This is called Unvoiced, unvoiced section sometimes in a vocoder, and it has no knob, but there's a CV control for it here. I thought this was more interesting than crossover bypassing the high frequencies or something like that. You get quite a dynamic rustling sound that responds a lot to the signal. And there's also a wavetable capture. I was trying to make a spectral freeze, and I didn't really get it right. So I just did like a more basic buffer capture instead. This is a demonstration of the wavetable. I've got a sequence coming in, and the notes are gated, which means that each note will capture a different single cycle waveform. If I play the dry sequence first, and now the wavetable. It's also receiving pitch information at the same time. If I took that out, it would just be, it's just being gated without any pitch. Whereas here it's pitched. There without any re-triggering. The wavetable replaces the input, so it's still subject to the spectral processor. It's quite nice for can be quite nice for drones as well. One other feature, which is an internal envelope generator, modelled after a pretty basic Vactrol sort of thing. It's triggered here and outputs from here, so you can send it around the system, or you can use it to control, for example, the filter. It reacts to the amplitude and brightness of the input signal, so it does differ a bit each time. I don't know. It's not great, but it's something. I find it's quite good to, wait, hang on. I find it's quite good to trigger it with something more interesting than just the notes, like something like hipster. There we go. You get the idea.